People make me tell you my story about the place I'm come from, yeah, 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 yeah. Aye. Everybody want the high life, cause you can't find comfort in a sufferation. Poor people walking on a fine line, and the bigger heads ain't offering no donation. I can see it from my bird's eye, that what they feeling at them heart is not what they show. When you see them, it's a bright smile. A couple more false promises, the pain won't go. A little girl living on the corner, a little youth wish him coulda make bread out of stone. A killer is a figure for a father. Robbing is all they see, so that's all they know. SOS, this is a code red. Give me a one-way ticket to the foundation. Before the days of the Stone Age, when we were kings and queens singing sacred songs. In a the gutter you can find us. Struggle is a must, every family have to sign up. Daddy in a rush, we pay the bills before them pile up. Mama blow wood, fire burn off her eyelash. We living in a minus, cry until the eye bust. Living in the ghetto make it hard to stay righteous. It costs like a razor when food price raise up. Government is just another excuse for failure. I feel so blessed when I wake and see the sunshine. Enough man no lucky so them lose it to gun crime. This is nothing new, they been killing us from long time. It feels like them only hire police be untied down. And then they wonder where we have a gun in and bills have to pay where we are go get the money from, Lord. Me no speak for every Jamaican, but that's how we stay where me come from. In the ghetto, yeah, yeah. In the ghetto, in the ghetto, in the ghetto, yeah, yeah. Growing up as a little child, me used to play with tire, no PlayStation. Daddy said there will be better days, but I can see it in his eyes, fear, frustration. Still he remain as a soldier. Him says, son, remember this when you get older. Life is a vehicle, you are the chauffeur, and you're not gonna reach nowhere if you don't know ya. I say a prayer for the progress, and give thanks for the liquor that you have received. There's no time to be hopeless. Come make a build your own government and rise as a team. Cause them you know what it's like to wake up in the night and I cry cause your baby no feed. And then at the same time, your belly a bite you cause you know yam from last week. Them ask me how me lose me humbleness. My reply is I'm tired of the hungriness. Even the preacher get vexed with Jesus and scream to the speaker. Say what kind of fuck with this? Oh no no no. I don't speak for every Jamaican, no. But that's always there when me come from. In the ghetto, in the ghetto, in the ghetto, in the ghetto.
Yes, I. Yes, I. Yes, I. Good evening, good night. Another week. Yeah, coming to you live again from the West Coast. And this is Wild Thoughts with Jovi, your host. Yeah, man, I know some I feel like if you play that song again. Yeah, man, that song is so very profound, you know? To people like myself. I mean, no, to others, you know, in the ghetto, you know, so you don't know, say, myself, thyself is from the ghetto, you know. I would have said from the country, you know, but ghetto the ghetto, you know. And that song was done by Randy Valentine, you know, a really good artist from out of Jamaica by way of England. Yeah, man, London, England. I think I London him there, you know. Don't quote me on that, but a very good song. So I want to play it again one more time before me go in our show. See?
People make me tell you my story about the place I'm come from, yeah, 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 yeah. Aye. Everybody want the high life, cause you can't find comfort in a sufferation. Poor people walking on a fine line, and the bigger heads ain't offering no donation. I can see it from my bird's eye, that what they feeling at them heart is not what they show. When you see them, it's a bright smile. A couple more false promises, the pain won't go. A little girl living on the corner. A little youth wish him coulda make bread out of stone. A killer is a figure for a father. Robbing is all they see, so that's all they know. SOS, this is a code red. Give me a one-way ticket to the foundation. Before the days of the Stone Age, when we were kings and queens singing sacred songs. In a the gutter you can find us. Struggle is a must, every family have to sign up. Daddy in a rush, we pay the bills before them pile up. Mama blow wood, fire burn off her eyelash. We living in a minus, cry until the eye bust. Living in the ghetto make it hard to stay righteous. It costs like a razor when food price raise up. Government is just another excuse for failure. I feel so blessed when I wake and see the sunshine. Enough man no lucky so them lose it to gun crime. This is nothing new, they been killing us from long time. It feels like them only hire police be untied down. And then they wonder where we have a gun in and bills have to pay where we are go get the money from, Lord. Me no speak for every Jamaican, but that's how we stay where me come from. Inna the ghetto, yeah, yeah. Inna the ghetto, inna the ghetto, inna the ghetto, yeah, yeah. Growing up as a little child, me used to play with tire, no PlayStation. Daddy said there will be better days, but I can see it in his eyes, fear, frustration. Still he remain as a soldier. Him say, son, remember this when you get older. Life is a vehicle, you are the chauffeur, and you not gonna reach nowhere if you don't know ya. I say a prayer for the progress, and give thanks for the liquor that you have received. There's no time to be hopeless. Come make a build your own government and rise as a team. Cause them you know what it's like to wake up in the night and I cry cause your baby no feed. And then at the same time, your belly a bite you cause you know yam from last week. Them ask me how me lose me humbleness. My reply is I'm tired of the hungriness. Even the preacher get vexed with Jesus and scream to the speaker. Say what kind of fuck with this? Oh no no no. I don't speak for every Jamaican, no. But that's always there when me come from. Inna the ghetto, inna the ghetto, inna the ghetto, inna the ghetto.
Yeah man, see it there, yeah man, another time, you know? Big song, you know? Well, at least to me, you know? And I them kind of tune, them like tune where you can listen to it, and you know, it just make you feel some type of way, you know? You know, it make you feel justified in yourself, you know? Especially when you're there fight the struggle. Yeah man. But as we said, the artist there is a good artist. In big in Europe, you know, really big in the Western Hemisphere, you know, around the United States, around here. Even a big Jamaica, neither, even though he's a reggae artist, you know, but you know, so some artists don't really get them just due, you know. So we just hope say one of these time, you know, him shine through him, and you know, and him get, you know, what is due to him in terms of the notoriety and the fame, you know, and the money too. Cause you know, so that come with it too, you know. So yeah, man, Randy Valentine, you know, and him have some more songs that we're gonna feature too, you know, and him not really pay me for do this neither, you know. It's just that me just like to put forward certain songs where invoke a certain feeling within, you know, myself, you know. Yeah, man. But as we say, yeah, man, welcome to another show, Wild Thoughts on JMRB Media. Yeah, man, and we have a multitude of things that we're going to talk about tonight. You know? A lot of things, you know, a few of them, you know. Trump, as usual, we have to talk about that, you know, him and the Ukraine president, them just have a local tussle, you know, in the Oval Office. So we can't just slip past that, you know. We have to stop this so and talk about that before we even talk about anything else, you know. As usual, you know, we're going to talk about the politics in Jamaica same way. Yeah, man, we have to talk about that, you know. Silly season, as them say, you know. The election have to call a year, yeah. Either by Andrew Holness, the current Prime Minister, the most honorable Andrew Holness, or the Constitution going call it. You know, it's due constitutionally, so it must call. So some things are going what we want to talk about. You know, some we don't like and some we like. You know, we want to talk about the Jamaican dollar too in a different type of way. We're not going to really tell you how that is. You have to just listen on. We hear what going. You know, we're going to talk about SSL too, because you don't know, say, Hussein, you know, sent Leo Bolt, you know, lose fee money in a SSL, you know, a multi-billion-dollar fraud, you know. So we can't make that go to sleep, you know. There's a lot of people out there keeping this story alive. It happened 2 years ago, you know. I was still a chant it, you know. So we can't make that story go to sleep, you know. We also going to talk about you know, the massive firing / layoff that is going on, you know, in the federal, you know, federal agencies, you know, occupied by I wouldn't say occupied, you know, but done by an agency with them called the Department of Government Efficiency. That's another agency, Doge. So nowadays, if you have a federal job or you get fired, them say you're doged, you know, or you got Doge, you know. So get familiar with that term there, right? And there's a lot more things there, but we're going to go into, you know. So we're gonna, you know, take it, you know, nice and easy. But we want to talk about the little thing we're going at the Oval Office, you know, between Donald Trump and the Ukraine president Vladimir Zelensky, you know. So as we all know, you know, Ukraine is currently at war with Russia, you know, and depend on which side of the fence you are politically, if you're a MAGA Republican or if you are a Biden Democrat, you know. Some would have said Zelensky is the MAGA Republican, would have said Zelensky is the aggressor, and the Biden Democrats would have said Vladimir Putin. So I told Vladimir I go at each other, you know. Vladimir, yeah, two Vladimir I go at each other. Vladimir Putin and Vladimir Zelensky. I guess them a fight over the name. And the name them a fight over a land and isle. As our name again. How the artist name again? I will know that say fighting for land and oil. Yeah, the artist there. But yeah, God knows what them a fight over. You know, cause if you listen to Zelensky, you say them a fight over this a one thing. And if you listen to Putin, you say them a fight over this a one thing. One thing for sure though, I believe that Putin and Russia is the aggressor. You know, you can see it with clear eyeballs. You know, you don't have to look too far to see it. You know, if you have followed from morning, now at evening, that's still the same thing. You know, so here goes my belief. You know, you don't have to question that. You know, and ask me, what's my belief? Yeah, Putin is the aggressor, in my view. Yeah, man. But it go on for a while. It's go on over 2 years, I know. Right? And it look like there's no end in sight. So, Trump and his team, along with the vice president, and we don't know who else, but along with his team, they put together a deal and approach Zelensky with it. You know, them have some rare earth materials where Trump say what I like for America, right? And in exchange for the weaponry and money, you know, the finances that, you know, the United States over the course of the war has been supplying to Ukraine. So Trump, you know, I say, well, we are give you some money, you know, like with no strings attached. At time for we just attach something to it right now. Well, you is a place where Ukraine is a place where rich in resources, oil and them thing there. And other precious earth, you know, minerals that Trump say if we America get our hands on that, or you know, it would be beneficial to us, you know, the United States and our economy. And there's a lot of things that we could do with it, because them not really do nothing with it right now. So that's the deal right there. That was offered to Vladimir Zelensky, you know, and by extension to the Ukraine, right? In exchange for you know, the service that we, the United States, have been providing for Ukraine to help them fight or stand up against, you know, the mighty Russia. I would say the mighty Russia because they're in fact mighty, you know, them have nuclear power and their military is probably second to the United States, right? So you have to say the mighty Russia, right? So Zelensky on the other hand now is saying, well, you wanna, before me go there, so yeah, the deal now is them go off, them will continue to give them the thing, but what them I give them already, you know, the weapon and the money, you know. But Zelensky is saying that, hey, look, I need a little bit more than that. You know, I need some, I can give you the deal, I can sign the deal. But you have to include in that deal some security guarantees, you know. We need the United States, you know, you guys are mighty as it relates to the airspace. Would I like for you to come, you know, and occupy the airspace, you know, offer us some security, you know, as part of the deal. So you have to just make Russia know, say, yo, we are going in the air, you know, in a Ukraine. So guess what? We can't fly come over here. So as a matter of fact, we can't fire nothing in this direction here. That kind of way I say. He want that security guarantee there. So them can feel like, say, yo, them can rebuild them country. You know? Which I don't think that's a tough ask. Trump on the other hand say, well, you don't really have the leverage. Right? So what and JD Vance, the vice president, feel like Vladimir is not showing any gratitude for the help that they got so far. You know? So it does cause for a tense conversation and an argument, if you will, you know, that displayed right in front of America and the rest of the world to see. You know, two heads of states going at it, president and vice president. And that's what it is. That's what it was, and that's what it is, you know. Further on the news, Zelensky went over to Europe. You know, the British Prime Minister embraced him, and the most of all, you know, Europe stand by him. And right now they are concocting another plan, you know, to see if the United States can sign on it same way. But it sounds like Europe agree with Zelensky that, hey, look, there needs to be some security guarantees. So even though Zelensky may not win over Trump with this, um, and the MAGA Republicans, I should say, because there's a lot of them in Congress and the Senate and, you know, elsewhere in the United States government. Seemed like he won over Europe and the rest are, you know, NATO. So they stood by him and they're giving him money. And they're offering him, you know, security guarantees in a deal. The deal not finished yet, but once they finish the deal, they're hoping that everybody can sign off on it. So it looked like him not gonna work out over here. Sorry, may still work out over here, so but him gone over there, so and it may work out over there. So, but we could talk about the event itself, right? First of all, my view. None of them not wrong. Yeah, none of them not wrong. Trump, JD Vance, and Zelensky. None of them not wrong. Yeah. Why me say that? This is negotiation. You know? That's negotiation that you saw in front of your eyes right there. This and in many cases that's how them go on in the back room. It's just that you just don't see it in the front stage or in the front room right now. You know? So they're each trying to negotiate to meet each other's demands. Right? So Trump now really wrong for say, well, right now you're not really on a leverage because really you have a lot of people dying, you know, because you're up against the mighty Russians, as I said, right? And you're at our mercy. You need our weapons, so you need our graces. You need us to show you grace, so you're not really on a leverage. But then Zelensky not wrong for ask for what him ask for. I'm just I say, yo, guess what? You can take this, but and then when I say take this, I mean the minerals where, you know, Trump same one, you know, let's keep digging and let's dig this rare earth, you know what I mean? Let's get to the digging, you know, that's how Trump kind of present it, you know, which wasn't jiving with that too well, you know. So like him just after the thing, after the minerals, and not so much for protecting Zelensky and the Ukraine. So I'm not wrong with Zelensky for asking for some guarantees. Put that in the deal and make it binding, because it sounds like Trump just want the material them, and then whatever him gives Zelensky have to take. And Zelensky I say no go that way there, cause I guess so we already at war, you know. We already on the battlefield. It's not like we're trying to prevent war. We already at war, so make the Russians just kill all of we then and just take what they want, take then. So that's same rare earth mineral the way you want. Russia them all get it. So how much do you want that? Here goes my leverage. We're gonna fight until the bitter end. Unless you can give me some security guarantees. Come to occupy the airspace and tell them to stay out of here. So we can build back our country, and probably need some guarantees as it relates to Russia turning back over some territories that them took. Because I heard that the Ukrainians took some territory over there as well. So them not wrong. They're negotiating, and sometimes that's how negotiation goes. You know, sometimes it don't work out the first time. You have to go back to the table. But sometimes going back to the table is based on how you leave the table in the first place. So it kind of sticky right now. But me go dig deeper into it, you know. Me not really like JD Vance attitude. You know. I think Trump select a yes man as the vice president. I don't see Trump decide that he's gonna do anything and JD Vance stand up and say, yo, we not do that, you know. Him get a look at chihuahua. We just go and back in our background, you know. That's how JD Vance come on to me. So when you go tell the man say if him not sure got to, and I feel like Zelensky had this coming. They had this plan for him. They brought him over here to kind of buoy him up, you know. Look, boy, behave yourself. You know. I think that they had this for him because yeah, for me, you gotta check back the history. Remember, you know, around the time of January 6th, you know. Right? And beyond, they prop up Zelensky as a better leader than Trump. Remember when Trump was whining and carrying on about stolen election and things like that, you know? And when the war broke out in a Ukraine, and the way Zelensky respond, they kind of use that, the Democrats kind of use that to say, hey, look at Trump, you know, look at teeny weeny, you know? Look, man. Here goes a strong leader. You know, I don't think Trump take that very well. And plus them have history. You know, especially when Trump was on the phone with Zelensky and asking for some guarantees as it relates to the investigation of the Biden family. That never go over well either. That created a media storm either. So Trump had it out for him for a long time. So of course now JD Vance need JD Vance, Zelensky need something from Trump. He's gonna use it against him, and it's gonna continue to be over him head. So I feel like them bring him over here for blow him up. Otherwise, because them could have meet elsewhere, you know. So I think that them bring him over here for blow him up, and because him in the Oval Office, him in for them house, then I feel like him would have respond. Because you know you're in the White House, so there's a certain level of decorum that you're supposed to bring. You know? But Zelensky said not a cackafart. When I go carry me over here and deal with me, so you know. And another reason why I don't blame him either there, because he's expected to walk out of that room, you know, into another room. And I mean, I don't know how far that room they, but when Trump present the whole thing, him say, yeah, we're gonna go over there, we're gonna sign the deal today. So they're expected to walk out of there. He's expected to walk out of there and go sign a deal that he feel that is a detriment to his country. And what he is trying to advance for his country. So you can't blame him again if he stand up again. So I feel like they had it out for him. But as we say, it's just negotiation that went, you know, downhill. And sometimes you go downhill and you know, you go up another hill and you come back across same way. So we don't know how far it will go, but it look like they might work out something around the Europe side around the film. So we just hope that work out, and we all want the war to end too, you know. But as Zelensky has said, is that Putin cannot be trusted. You have to give me some guarantees. You know? Because Putin is a very crafty brother. I remember back in 2013, that was under the Obama administration when they took Crimea. Which was Ukraine, a Ukrainian territory. And what Russia did, Russia never sent them army in, they sent them mercenaries in. So when Obama say, yo, if you stop that, I wanna do. You know, Jamaican say, I wanna do. Yo, wanna do. Russia say, what we do? I know we that. Them have nothing to symbolize them a Russia. No, sir. I know we that. Right? So it went from no we that to no Crimea is a Russian territory. So whomever that was, they must sell it to Russia. I don't know. So yeah, you can strike a deal, you can strike a ceasefire. But Russia can send in some mercenaries come fire same way and say I know them. They have done that before. So Zelensky said no, sir. This a deal and look too pretty. Write something else in it, you know? And that's what it is, you know? One of the things where I asked JD Vance, he said, have you visited Ukraine? JD Vance said no. I said, oh, you can't come in, so how you come out so strong against my country? And you never even visit the country. You really know what I'm going. You know, so it might sound like me up on Zelensky's side, but as I said, me can't blame him for how he act. Ted. You know? You can't blame Trump neither for asking for certain things back for the money that the billions and billions of dollars that the United States is spending over there to fight the war on their behalf. And then at the end of the day, what do we have to show for it? Just a good name. And you already know how the war thing go. Something might go down looking at a future where Ukraine took somebody's side. Say, yeah, man, I'm gonna help you out, but at the same time, as a matter of fact, that has happened before, you know. Would that happen with again? Afghanistan. Yeah, before the US going to Afghanistan, one at a time the Russian what was there. And the United States went over there, or they helped them, you know, drive out the Russians. To the point where you have Al Qaeda. I think Al Qaeda was the rebel group that the United States fund to drive out the Russians. And now you have Al Qaeda is against the United States. Same way now you can help the Ukrainian drive out the Russians. And later on, further on in the news, you know, you say Ukraine is against the United States. So that can go on. So Trump has say, yo, don't give me something right now up front so me can work with. Nothing wrong with that. So we just hope say them can meet each other halfway, or somebody else can help them, you know? And probably US can sign on upon the deal sideways, somewhere upon the side somewhere. You know, so we see how that go. Right? So let's talk about Doge. The Department of Government Efficiency. Right? And the mission of Doge really is to make the United States government more efficient. Right? Many can agree that the government, you know, the bureaucracy, you know, what many like to call it deep state. A lot of people say deep state never real, you know. I used to say it too. But I heard somebody explained it, and I had to agree that yeah, it does exist from a taller time, long before now. You know, and that was Vivek Ramaswamy. You know, and that's why it's very important, you know, to have your politicians, you know, being able to explain things. It's very important because if you never explained it in a way that I could understand it, I would have just say, yo, fake news like how Trump like to ball out, but I when really him a ball out deep state still and fake news is really fame thing, you know, where him criticize everybody else about. So would have to use another term. We can't use fame term on him. Or can we? Yeah. So yeah. The deep state is actually a real thing, but as Vivek Ramaswamy said, it's really the three-letter words. You know, the agencies. You know, the CIA, the FBI, the Department of this, the Department of that. You know. You know. You know, some people were not really elected, but they hold high positions, you know, that in some type of way help to facilitate the government carry out its roles. In Jamaica, they call these people the permanent secretaries. To bring more context to a lot of people. Right? That's the bureaucracy that help the government function, you know? A lot of these elected officials don't really understand paperwork. You know? They don't really understand the nuances of how things work out and how things come to be. They just know that they have a mandate and they have a policy and they want the policy to be carried out. But who put that into actual, tangible things? Those are who you call now the those are the agencies, the deep state, right? So you have a brother now called Elon Musk who donated close to 300 million, you know, quarter billion to, you know, Trump's campaign. So Trump rewarded him with this position. We got clean up shop. And him going. And so is he. And so does he. Cleaning up shop. Right? You know? So you have agencies like the USAID. Right? I hear them talking about the Department of Education, you know. I think they want to weed that out. All of it. You know, you have the FAA. It's a lot of agencies. But this kind of trickle down now to real people. Losing their jobs. Some of them was probational. I know people personally, you know, that got Doge. Some of them never really make it to the job yet. The man, you know, they're going through the process. You know? And some of them get, you know, hired and they're going through the process before they start the job, you know, background checks, all these things, you know, that have to take place. Only to find out that there's a hiring freeze that just come up abruptly, you know. So in a roundabout way, they got dodged. And some people have the job for a long time. They got dodged as well because them get a letter say based on your performance, you know. You have to leave. Is that correct? In many instances, it's not correct because a lot of them never even get like a write up or anything, an adverse write up, you know, on their job to, you know, to lay the foundation to say you're not really doing a good job. And not to say they're doing a good job either, it's just that they just never get a write-up. You can be there and not doing a good job and you never get a write-up, because you are good friends and colleagues with, the higher above. So that can go on too. Or it could just mean that you're doing a fantastic job, so there's no need to write you up, or give you an adverse evaluation or a write-up to say, hey, look, you're not doing a good job. So my view on it still, me believe a lot of them people will come down too. I believe a lot of them people will come down to, because this was a lot of them there, they clog up the system. A lot of them go school and then get a degree and then get a government job, and Lord God, is like them conquer the world. And sometimes you walk into a government agency. No, you can't. You walk into you can't even walk into a government agency. You have to call them. We have things that go on with the USCIS, and we can't hear nothing from them. We are email them and we are send them all kind of things, and we can't hear nothing from them. Right? That's a government. That's a federal agency, USCIS. Right? And we have things in there that is very important to, us as a family. And there's a thing where I tell my wife, say, yo, when I hear from them, I could go show a face. So she did fly all the way up to San Francisco and walk around there. We go show a face, only for them to send her back out the same direction she went in, and say, yo, you have to call a number. Yeah, a number that none of them not answer anyway. Them answer email. As a matter of fact, we used to be able to write them a message. You can't even write them a message now, because them program the thing away now on the site, where your only option now is to say expedite my thing. But them give you some criteria when I really match nothing where you have a go on with. So in a roundabout way, they must say, yo, just leave us alone. So you have things that go on and you can't find out what really are going on, Because a lot of them are work from home, then they're not building neither, so you can't go talk to nobody face to face, and a few people in there don't want to see you. So I feel like them people, because as I said, walking, even if you get in, sometimes the way those people look at you and skin up them face, and look down upon you, And I said that purposefully. They look down upon you. Because they're in this highfalutin job, And you want something with them half and they will just dangle it over you more time, And there's no arguing with them. You see, Pri? A lot of these people are pompous. Yeah, man, they're pompous, man, and them need to come down. And at the very least, they need to feel like they can lose their job. Because a lot of them, them don't feel like them could have lost them job, They feel like them are going to have their government job there forever, and them are going to work for 40, 50 years, and them are going to put in them retirement letter, and them are going to get a hefty retirement. And sometimes them not even doing the job that they're supposed to do, as you quit them going on vacation. And your business with them for deal with a spoil. Sometimes you apply for something and then guess what? Your time run out, you have to turn around and reapply. Because of their negligence. We take it back in our military. Some of them seeing people that used to just mess up your pay. Cause at some way, some way, shape or form, you have a bunch of service members that do certain things, but at the end of the day, it have to leave the service member, it have to go in as some civilian federal employee if he push the final button. And sometimes the way them jack up your pay, sometimes you travel go one place and you forget some money for travel go there, and for months you can't get that money there. I they plan for that money there because you spend money out of your pocket and you say, okay, alright, I'll get it back. And sometimes for a year and a half, you can't get back your money. You know? You fall out of the military only to find out so them overpay you some money and them want it back. Elon Musk do an interview with Joe Rogan, you know. And he must say that yes, they saw where, you know, people dead and money still go to them. People leave jobs and money still go to them because if somebody dropped the ball, somebody never really turn off the pay button or press the stop pay button or whatever they stop, they never stop. And I believe him. Because I'm one of them who can attest to that. You know, you fall out of the military and you say you owe them thousands of dollars because guess what? You forward out and them no hit stop. Money still are coming at your thing same way. You know? Our thing fi adjust and they never adjust. And guess what? And you get the fault into the end of the stick because there's certain things that's supposed to come to you that not really come to you, you know, in terms of benefits. Where would I get hold back now because you owe the Department of Treasury money? You see it? So some of them I can't feel sorry for them. You know, go look work where you can be held accountable. You know, and that's what happened in a government job more time. You know, that's what happened in a government work more time. You know, there's no accountability. You know, you can't get fired. At least it feels to many like it's a secure job. I used to date somebody who work a government work. I think I remember if I was doing state job or a federal job, but she used to just call in all the time whenever she feel like. She don't feel like go work one night time. And especially when me and her just meet. When I just meet and she just want to stay in her bed more time and do certain things, and you know we got hang out and do certain things. She just say, yo, I'm not gonna work today. And she just call in and then just like, okay. And guess what? On the 15th and the 30th, the money still drew up same way. Or the 1st or the 15th, which one of them? You know? So, who lose? Somebody lose because the job was she when you have to do them that time don't get done. You know, so somebody or it have to get done when she decided to go in now. So whomever did that wait for something where she did have to do, have to just go and wait. How many times have you called into a government agency and you say, yo, you wanna person where I work on your thing, you know, not really there right now, you know. I come back next 5 weeks. So you have to wait that 5 weeks because the next person where the next person where sit alongside of them or the next person where in another department, them now take up your thing and say, alright now such person gone, so I'm gonna take over that workload and make the thing flow. No, sir. Them sit down and them do them thing. And how many times have you walk into a government agency here, so it's another department you go to? And guess what? The next department, you know the next department there? They send you through the door and you go back in, and when you go back in, you realize that the next department is a person who sit alongside of them. These are real things me I tell you about. So people might sensationalize it and use it to for them advantage, you know. I know the Democrats are kind of up in arms about it, and them have for them own propaganda and for them own style or them want to style it, but it needs to be done. It needs to be done. And even if them take them time and hire everybody one by one, I don't have a problem with it. At least you know that you can lose your job, and that's sufficient to send a message to these people that, hey, look, at the end of the day, there needs to be results. You know? And as Elon Musk say, yo, some of them rich part of the money I go, just send me some evidence that it's really impacting what you're saying is impacting. But he must say, yo, these people not even trying, they're not even trying to trick me to get the money in. I must say, yo, you can't use AI and do the thing. Because we just want to see some evidence. It don't really matter. We're not going to really evaluate that. We just want to see some evidence. I must say, if you could even use some AI and do the thing, just try to trick me out of the money. But you're not even want to try to trick me. Okay, we're not get it. But we're not talking about that part there still. We are talking about our own lived experience, you know, as it relates to federal and just government employees across the board, you know. Not that I would never work for the government, you know, but I was in the military, and I feel like, and I'm outside of the military, and I feel like every dollar the military give me earn it. I serve the military and the military serve me. So whatever me get from the military, I deserve it because I work damn hard. Morning, noon, and night, sometime overtime. Well, a lot of times overtime. Right? So I don't feel like I shortchange yeah, you know. But some people them get the government job and it's like them join the welfare line, you know, then just what them show up and collect them check. I'm on time. And to me that's bad, that's terrible. And these are things that I see with my own eyes. You have certain people you can show up on them job and you can have a whole day worth of conversation with them. Back to back to back to back to back. And meanwhile I talk to them, you know. Or sometimes they come on your job and what you are do and them talk to you and you say, well, you know nothing for do. And then we look at you and say, yo, government job. I mean, work a good day tomorrow same way. And then we have a thing where it says good enough for government job, you know? You know when something kind of half-ass and it's not done properly, or it done it to a type of way, it done a type of way where you can say, yo, we can't let that go. You always say, well, good enough for government work. I just leave that alone. Yeah, man. So, dodge them, yeah, man. Dodge them. Dodge them, I say, man. Dodge them. Yeah, man. But we have people who work for the government, and we know people who work for the government and them work hard, and we not talk about them people. We not talk about them people. But sometimes it's good for suffer for bad too, you know. Because a lot of these people will lose them jobs. A lot of them don't really deserve to lose them job. But I just say go. What you should have do, the person who beside of you when and do the right thing, you should have hold them accountable. That them a thing ain't reach you. Because you have to create that culture, you know, within the workplace, you know, within your domain. So if you see a culture go on and you just like make it slide and you just join the whole thing, then when the thing slide down the hill, you go slide down the hill with it too. I just say go. So that's my spiel on that part of it, you know. Another part what we on top was the entitlements. They might deal with the entitlements part of it, you know. Social security and all these things. As Elon Musk said that's a Ponzi scheme. He want me have to ask now about the entitlements, you know, because most of the Republicans like for saying, you know, most Republicans like to say, you know, you need to cut Social Security, you need to cut Medicaid, and you need to cut this, and you need to cut that. Right? Here is the thing though, and this is my question, right? The United States, you know, the IRS does collect tax, you know. And the government has many ways of making money from the people. Right? So my question now, if the money is not supposed to go back to the people, where it's supposed to go? And I'm only gonna ask that question, you know. I'm not gonna put no more comment on it, you know. And that part of it. If the money, let me speak it in a way that they can understand. Let me say it in a way. If that money doesn't go to the people, where else should it go? Is it supposed to sit in the reserve and do what? Bail out, you know, corporations when they go under? Where is that money supposed to go? If it's not supposed to go to the people in form of entitlement, social securities, medical, Medicaid, all of that kind of stuff. And financial aid as it relates to education. Where else should the money go? And that's just my question on that. Right? And a lot of these things, how do I put this now? A lot of these things is that the Democrats are not in a position to prevent it from happening. So at this point, if Trump really wanna the Trump government wanna gut all these things, they can just gut it. The Democrats has played their cards so bad. They played their cards so bad that they're not in any position to do anything. They're trying to use the courts to fight their battle right now. And that's not a good sign. It's kind of like what's happening in Jamaica, right? The last election in 2020, the Jamaica Labour Party dealt the People's National Party a landslide victory. 49 seats to 14 seats. So you literally have no opposition. The Jamaica Labour Party government led government can pass any bill that they want in the House. They also appoint 13 Senate members in the lower house, in the House of Senate, in the Senate. Right, the PNP has 8. The PNP kind of have a little bit of shake in the Senate because they have, for a 2/3 majority, they need the JLP would need 1 voter to cross the, from the PNP side, and the PNP kind of hold the line. But in a situation where they need a simple majority, like the situation does happen where they pass the bill for Portmore to become a parish, the People's National Party couldn't do anything about it because they have to they don't have the votes, so they have to fight. They have to wait now to go to court. It's the same thing the Democrats are doing now. They're just filing out kind of lawsuits, and it's mainly propaganda, and the propaganda is not working because it didn't work from before. That's why you lose all the elections. You know, the House, the Senate. You lost the you lost the presidency. You lost everything. I know the propaganda. And my question is, what happened to the Nazi hand salute? You know, what happened to the Nazi hand salute? You guys was beating up Elon Musk about the Nazi hand salute. Where's that? You seem like you guys come up off of that now, and now you guys are attacking other things like Doge and all this stuff, and Elon Musk is a demon, and I'm talking about a person that these people loved, not no more, no, actually less than 2 years ago, less than a year, probably about a year and a half ago, they loved him. No, actually more than that. After he ratted him out when he bought Twitter, and he ratted them out, you know, about the Twitter files. Yeah. All of a sudden he's evil. He wasn't evil when he was promoting, like green energy and Tesla and SpaceX and all these wonderful things, and was also advancing the Democrat agenda. No, he's evil. But I never bought that that Nazi salute thing. You know what I mean? Like, anybody can, I always say, show me the video. Because you watch CNN, you watch MSNBC. And all those propaganda stations, and you don't see a picture with a man like this with him hand stretched out. You don't see the man. So if a man can wave like this, all of a sudden you just stop him hand right there. So all I have to do is just pause the picture right there. So let me say it in English. All you gotta do is just pause the picture like this, and all of a sudden you have a man doing a Nazi salute, and that's the propaganda. But you have people out here that knows better. And you see, because I'm not for any other political parties, I can talk anywhere in which I want. And this is how I see it. As I say, this is how I see it. That's what my channel is about. The way how I see it. Right? So I never bought into that. And a lot of the things, I just skip past it right now. 'Cause a lot of it don't really make sense. A lot of it don't make sense. I feel like the best strategy is just to sit back and wait. The Democrat needs to retreat. The Democrats needs to retreat. If you guys are listening to me, you guys needs to retreat. Retreat and come up with a plan. You guys are just firing all over the place and it's not working. All the whatever syndicates you have out there that is doing their thing, you know, whether it's on social media or it's within the different media houses, y'all need to retreat and plan your move in the background. Right? Cancel all the lawsuits. Let whatever happen. Let it go. Trump is gonna be president for the next 4 years and just let him govern how he wants to govern. And guess what? If he is wrong, then you will have something. You'll have a better foundation to run on in the next election, or the next elections that is coming up, because there's midterms elections coming up. So that's where you wanna put a handle on things. But right now, what you guys are doing, people are not believing you. I'm certainly one of them that is not believing you. And there's people are just not believing you. So just retreat, leave it alone, and plan for the next election. So if they're gonna make any mistakes, let them make it. But you can't stop. You can't stop it before it happens, and then you don't have nothing to say. That's how elections are won. You won on other people's mistake. The Republicans won on Biden's mistakes. Right? But you have to let them make the mistakes. So you just need to retreat. Cause I wanna say right now, all these people evil. You can't tell me say Elon Musk is evil. You just can't tell me that. I'm not a Trumper either. But I'm just tired of all the BS. I never vote for any one of them. I never vote for Trump. I never vote for Kamala. Right? But yeah, if you do something to make me a voter, how about try to get my vote? The person who don't vote. A lot of us out here. Try to win over my vote. But you're not gonna win it over with the BS. You know what I mean? Yeah, they're just searching. They're searching to find something that stick. You know, the Nazi hand salute didn't work. Even the Jews never didn't even shake a stick at that one. Not even the Jews. And you know the Jews, they jump on everything. And if you saw or see the Jews never even come out and say nothing about it. I think they made a statement about it. It's like, nah, leave that alone. He didn't mean that. That's not what he did. So that didn't stick. Because they were trying to weaponize. My God, these people are slick. These people are slick. What they were trying to do is that they were trying to weaponize the Jews. They were trying to use the Jews to tear their asses down. And I'm talking about, when I say their asses, I'm talking about Trump and Elon and their crew. They were trying to stoke the Jews into fear. Elon Musk is a Nazi and he's rich as fuck. So the Jews' imagination could run wild, you know? Imagine the things that this filthy rich, arguably the richest man on the earth, could do to you with his money. So when you peel away everything and you really look at it for what it was, you realize that's what they were trying to do. They were trying to rile up the Jews. They were trying to weaponize the Jews. And they were trying to use that to bring everything down. Not that there's anything to bring down, because Trump hasn't built anything yet. So far, he's just tearing shit. He's just tearing shit apart. So probably that would have helped tear shit down even more. You know? Now, Trump is tearing everything down. Tearing down Canada, Mexico, China, Ukraine. You know? And the United States. Because there's a lot of tearing up going on. All the departments are getting ripped to pieces. And all the agencies. Right? So that's what they were trying to do. They were trying to weaponize the Jews. It didn't work. So they're trying to find something else that sticks. Right? They're all the way back on their heels. And some of the people, like, you know, on social media, you have this thing called, I think it's what, Midas. Is it Midas touch, or what do they call that? Yeah. Them people, that bright yellow writing. When I see those bright yellow writing, I just skip past it, because they're just angry as fuck. You know? And that's why, to me, it's like voting nowadays is kind of like, it's a turn off for me. It's kind of like a sports bet. You know, you bet your money on the Super Bowl and your team lost. And you're angry as fuck. That's what voting is like nowadays to a lot of people, you know? It's like their vote, they when they wager it on their candidate, when they put their vote behind a candidate and the candidate lose, they're sour for like the next 4 or 5 years. And that's what voting is to me nowadays. It's like a bad freaking sports bet. Or a good one if you win. If your candidate win. If your candidate lose, then you're sour. And you're all out of sorts. And it's just pure anger and vitriol. You know? I say if you vote and then you lose and then somebody else win, just let them govern. You know? Nobody's perfect, so guess what? They're gonna make some mistakes that you can run on the next time, or your candidate can run on, and then you can further solidify or drive home the point that they were shit in the first place. Well, you can't say they're shit if they haven't done anything shitty yet. And I'm not saying Trump hasn't done anything shitty, just that in this administration is just coming together. In about 2 years, we'll know if they're shitty. So give them that 2 years to do whatever the fuck they want to do. Let them burn the house down. You know? That way you can have your I told you so moment. But right now you're jumping at every damn thing. Every damn thing you're jumping at. Oh, see, I told you. See, I told you. You know? Motherfuckers just cutting their fingernails. Oh, see, I told you. shit. It's just dirty, man. It's just nasty. You know? And the thing is that for a person like me, I can't just not pay attention. You know? Because I gotta know what the hell is going on around me. But it doesn't mean that I buy into it, you know? My brain is solid as a rock, you know what I mean? I let in what I want to let in. You know? So, but I'm gonna say it one more time, you know? Voting nowadays is like a sports bet. You bet on your favorite team and they lose. You bet on LeBron James and the Lakers and they lose and you're sour as a motherfucker. You're mad. Big mad. Until they play a game again and they win. It's the same way voting is like it's such a turn off for people like me who are trying to find a reason to vote. But still can't find one because everybody is mad. Even the people who won is mad. Damn. But that's where I leave that. Make we go to Jamaica now. Yeah, Jamaica, the fun place. You know, the sun place. Yeah, man. Yeah. Jamaica, that's some place. Yeah, man. We have some things we want to talk about at Jamaica, you know. The first thing, you know, I'm gonna go on a rant. Because I went to Jamaica recently. And it's not that I'm bragging that I go to Jamaica, you know. But I went to Jamaica the other day and some things that happened just make me wonder, you know. And that's the Jamaican dollar. Right? And when I say the Jamaican dollar, I'm talking about the Jamaican dollar versus the US dollar. So if you go on Google right now, let me go on Google. Yeah, so you go on Google right now. So it says $1 is 157 Jamaican dollars and 32 cents. $157 and 32 cents. And that's Jamaican dollars to US dollars. So here's my problem now. I landed in Montego Bay. And I pick up a car. No issues with that, right? And may I drive my way to Senton now. On my way to Senton, I stop at a jerk place. Cause I hungry. They eat from morning for overnight, me I travel. I know they play and then give one little snacks and things like that, so you know, hungry I lick me shut. So I stop at a jerk center now, so me order I think a quarter pound of chicken, you know, come here I said that should be enough for just, you know. Yeah. That should be enough for, you know, broops off some of my gas off of my, you know, stomach. So we buy the quarter pound of chicken now, jerk chicken, and to we did not try nothing for a long time. You know, want to buy too much of it, 'cause you might not like it and you have to dash with the rest. You see, I saw you go, yeah. So we say the quarter chicken, yeah, we could have buy more. Yeah, some people probably listen to me and say, boy, you couldn't even buy more, you can't afford it. No, we can't afford it. We just don't want so much, you know. We get up in our age and now we barely have to start look away and now we have to watch how we eat. So you know, so we are got Jamaica now, we have to eat some Jamaican jerk. It's some festival. So we stop there now and them say, alright now. So we order the quarter chicken with the two festival. Nothing wrong with that. So when we ask the woman how much now, the woman say $1,200. Right? So we give the woman a $20 US, cause me not a Jamaican money for me. A US me I travel with. So let me calculate this I know. So me say, so when me say 157.32 times 20. Yeah, so $3,146 40 cents. So me give the woman, you know, woman said $1,200, you know, so me give the woman at 20 US now. The woman give me back $10. So if me, I go say $157 times 20 at 3,000. And you man tell me $1,200, you know. And the woman give me back $10. That means say she pretty much give me pretty much $100, close to $100 one per US. I buy right, me forget back more change than that. Forget my more change than that, cause $10. So basically she has say alright no, what I say no? What I find out this? 2,400 by 20. Yeah, so 120 a one she give me. So that's $30 short. In a Jamaican dollar. But then me go one store now. And them say when I buy some things, pick up some things, them give me. They say yo, cause I be a 20 times me up on me, you know. So me go in a store now and so me ask the lady how much for the 20 euros. She say about $3,000. Say that can't go on still, you know. We pay for the thing them and then give you back, you know. We might amount of change based on how much them offer me for the US. Go another place now, another place. No, when I forgot what I want to buy. So me I ask now how much for one of the US now. Him say a 130 me I give for. Say yo, when I one part then see a $3,000, you know. Pay 20, you know. Yeah, but me can't do that. So me I say no. What's there in Jamaica for hold people accountable to honor the true rate of the US dollars versus the Jamaican dollars? If the rate say 157 or 157, I'm supposed to get. I'm not supposed to get nothing less than that. Because I've traveled countries, third world countries too, where there's an exchange rate, and whatever the rate say online or that them give. Because there's something out there that is triggering what is going on online. You know? That's just a reporting of what is really going on. Me go to Japan, and them say them say 101 yen per dollar. So that me get 101 yen per dollar. Sometimes fluctuate to like 100 yen per dollar. So me get 100 yen. Me got Korea before, and it says 1,000 wons, and that's what the Korean money is called. It's called wons, WON, won. So at the time when I was in Korea, they say it's 1,000 won per US dollar. So when we go anywhere, then give me 1,000 won per US dollar. Then they give me 850. When I walk in one place and somebody say 750, me I give a feet. We got Philippines and a 50 had something pesos for the dollar. So me get the 50 odd pesos for the dollar. It no matter which part me go in the Philippines, a 50 odd peso me I get for the dollar. Everybody is on par with what's going on in reality. Only Jamaica alone. You go in one part, I'm gonna go tell you, say, this me I give for. You go around this, I'm gonna say, yo, you can't get this for. So what's there to hold? And you can't tell me, say, if a guy can't be able, everything is that the thing's supposed to reflect across the board. There's too much slackness going on in Jamaica, man. Too much slackness. So what's there? What's gonna hold those people accountable for fraud? Cause it's really fraud, you know. That you can't honor what's really going on in reality as it relates to the exchange rate. Because basically what you're doing, you're unjustly making a profit off the dollar that I'm giving you. You're supposed to be making a profit off of your goods. And you're not running a place now, a place that profit off the dollar. You're not an investor. You're not buying US and selling it. So it's supposed to be honored. Anywhere you go in a Jamaica, and you're supposed to get $157 for your US dollar. You know, man, not supposed to. The thing is that we just make it go on, because we don't really want to argue with nobody. We just come out, and we just do what we want to do, but we just watch it pray. You know, because sometimes you have to make things go on so you can't really learn what go on, you know. Sometimes you have to just, sometimes there's a line, you know, that is drawn, you know. And you see somebody watching, you know. But guess what, you go close to the line for hear what them going to say, and you have to go close to the line and them not say nothing. You cross the line because you want to see what them are going to say and what them are going to do when you cross the line. So sometimes certain things are going on, you just make it go on, you just make it continue. Just for learn what's really going on. So in the end of the day, you lose, but you still learn what's going on. So that's the so that's the benefit. You know, and to me that's slackness. And that's one of the things where Jamaica can't come to nothing good, because there's too much at play there. There's too much fraud, there's too much. The thing is just not put together, the thing is just not coordinated right. You know? The thing is just not coordinated right. There's no way on earth you're supposed to go to Jamaica, no. And the thing say 150. If it drop to 155, then at 155 you forget. If it drop to 153 at 153 you forget. Anyway, you think I go where it reflect And that's so the line there. If you want to take off the cents, take off the cents. Come here 2 to 1 or silver in my pocket neither. But you're supposed to give me what I'm supposed to get. And nobody not tell me if you're going to Cambio. Everybody's supposed to honor the US dollar as it's supposed to be honored. And honor the Jamaican dollar as it's supposed to be honored. You get me, I say? So I come at your place and you tell me, say, this year give me it for. When I something else, it's there for. That not organize. Now if you organize up the place, so the place can look like it a run good. So when foreigners come, because even though I'm a Jamaican, I'm a foreigner. And I'm exposed to a lot of things. So because I'm exposed to a lot of things, I know when things now go on good, things now run good, look good. Because that's the difference in it. So when people exposed to things, it's kind of like me always say, yo, you sleep with a sleep on one twin bed, and you buy a full bed, you now go back to no twin bed, you know. You know? You step that up to a queen bed, nothing you can get if you go back to a full bed. Especially when you go king size. Think nobody can put me on a queen bed now and tell me say a bed. Go with that here, man. Me go get me king bed. Not to mention if you go to a Cal King. Much bigger. You see, pray. So I same thing when you travel and you get used to things, you know really go back down to that level there. You know, and that just be a slackness I go on as it relates to the exchange rate in Jamaica. Anybody, it's just so fluid all over the place. Anybody can just make up them own price and say, what that feet, you know. That no good, me G. That no good. That one shake up. That one shake up. Yeah, another thing now. Jobs. Because the government like to brag, you know, say this is the lowest unemployment. You know? The government like to both say this is the lowest unemployment since Wappy kill Philip. You know? Number one, them change the method how they measure it. So, once you change the method how you measure it, you can't say it's the lowest because you come with some new metrics now. And how we know that the new metrics not really give. As a matter of fact, the new metrics give you an advantage. So you can't come now and come say that's the lowest unemployment since whenever you want to say it. Yeah. You would have to go use the old measurement. Basically, what you would have to do is the same calculation when you're doing the new metrics. You would have to put those same numbers over the old metrics because the metrics there, somebody still know it. So have them transpose that number there and see how it shake with what you have now. See how it come out. And now you can tell we say that this is the lowest unemployment. But what we see on the ground now is that is really overemployment again. Right? You we got Jamaica now. Are you looking at one government building? You know? And 3, 4, 5 people they run and one counter attack to you. You know, you see 5 security out the door. Yeah, so what's more security I do here, so? Can nobody now run up in a certain government building with no money there? People are robbing money there. So if a government building that do paperwork, nobody now rob there, so you just need one security, 2 the most. 1 run the front and 1 run the back. I have 2 in a 1 car I drive up and I patrol the place. We have 3 sit down right there, so I chat to them one another. And you are going there, you say good morning, not even look up on you and fart upon you. right? You're going to one store, right? You're going to a store and in a one aisle you have 3 people, 4 people, 5 people that ask you what you want. You know? And then you have 3 more sweep the floor. Seeing? And you go up there and the cashier then sit down on bench. And somebody a bag this up. Overemployment. So you find out say the employment. So you you wonder, you know, say why people. This is the lowest unemployment that Jamaica has ever seen, as the government like to report and brag about. But still the country in a recession, which them try to word it in other ways to make it, you know. And that's why you see like some of the agencies is not really independent, because you have the PIOJ supposed to advise the government, and then you have Staten who's supposed to give you the actual what's going on, the actual figures of what's going on. But when they come out with a report, them not really say the real thing. The country is in a recession. The country has faced 2 consecutive quarters and going into a 3rd consecutive quarter of negative growth. But 2, it only takes 2 to become a recession. So if you look at it on a chart, because all the things that you're looking at a chart, and if there's a dip, whether it's a V recession, or it's a U recession, or a L, it'll go sideways. It's a L, it'll go sideways. So you come down, it'll go so, boom, to the side. That means it now go back up. That's a recession. So a recession can be brief, and it's not brief because 2 quarters is 6 months. But if you want to say it's brief, it could be a brief recession. So report it as that. Yeah, we went to a brief recession. Let me give you the words for use, and if you can't use the words right. But you can't say, well, we're kind of sort of technical in that in a recession, and if we go 1 more quarter, then we can say, no, the country is in a recession. In every way you measure it. If you measure it by all the industries and the what do I call it now? The parts that make up the GDP, you will see that most of them are down and downwards trending. Right? So, yeah, the country is in a recession. But still you have the highest, you have full employment, which full employment is anywhere from about 3 to 5% unemployment. The rest of them, you say, they are accounted for, but the way they are accounted for those percent is that they're not really looking for jobs. They're really going through a retraining. You know, a lot of them might go college and come out of the workforce. They might go college and you know, some form of training, so them can come back up next time in whatever is come back up, come forward in the economy, you know, whatever new frontier. That's what you account for, that 3 to 5%. So full employment, you'd say no, yeah, anywhere from 3 to 5%. Right? But yeah, full employment, but as I said, those people are not really adding any value. They're not creating anything. They just have a job, them hitch them up in a one corner. As I call him on a show and I tell them, say, yo, I go down to post office, I park up. My auntie go inside, go pick up something, come back out now. Realize, say, in order to come out now, I can't just come out, so I have to pull forward back in a one empty. There's two parking spots there. 2 of them empty. But there's a writing on the wall that said reserve. So me know say me have to back in one of them spot, you know, so me can turn around for come out of that place there. So me go so don't know and angle the car on the back, you know, somebody come around, you know, it look like him a security. Oh, you can't do that. Yo, don't do that. I mean, I say, yo, whatever they antagonize me for, man. It just fling people in one place. And say them implied. We antagonize people. You know? And a good thing me is a youth, me not really argue with people, you know. You see, if you try, if you stop me from doing me, I do me the intensity, that me, I do, just that me, I do. So me just back in at this spot. And just spin around. Me no bother pay him no mind, you know, because I could have come out on time. You know, because I know, say, a Jamaican, and when you out of the Jamaican scene for your wife, when they would have still have the mannerism, then I would say, yo, go suck your brother, yo, low me and Ray. You know? But we ain't that with people. We just do what we do, and you can do this and name up yourself. You know? We just back in the spot, regardless of what him I say, and go busy. But me I say to whoever in I came and say, I saw them put them people if you antagonize people, just dip on top of people for no reason at all. So I saw a man that come there so now and through frustration now, him just catch up with him this and probably life last this. So either him or him harm the other man or the other man harm him. You know? Sometimes just I fling the people in one spot with no training as how to deal with people. But I don't really see the relevancy of him that's so right now. To tell you the truth, I don't see the relevancy of him that's so right now. Them just give him a job. And it not really create no value in the economy. The economy is supposed to create things. Goods. You know? Something tangible. Services. Something tangible. Where you know? Meaningful in the economy so the economy can grow. But when you have a man just have a job just to have a job, it don't really make no sense. Like you have this brother you know. Same name. The JLP brother. When I don't against the JLP party neither. I don't care if them win. Just don't feel like Andrew Holness fi win, but me not care if JLP win. So them fi find something to do with Andrew. And then them can go win and do what them want to do. And some of the other people them too. Find something to do with them. You know? Not a problem with them. I'm not for one party or the other. If I was to vote right now, I would have vote PMP. Because the JLP if you come down now. You know? But I never vote in my life. Never. You know? I mean, I don't plan soon either. It will take a lot of convincing. Because me I get smarter by the day. So I'm not easily trick. You know? So you have this brother you know, named Marlon Morgan. You know? If you listen to this, brother, I don't really have no intellectual capacity about yourself. You don't think this brother you're the smartest brother. So with the Jamaica Labour Party, you know, them hire him now for the PR for the party, cause a lot of the thing we are going in the politics right now, it not really going good. It not really going for them favor. So this brother, I know him take it up on himself. He go everywhere. In everybody chat room. They on everybody program and him just a blurb. He just all blurb. Because what him do now, you know, him feels him smart, you know. And him have a way of words. Like him swallow the dictionary. You know, and him just string words together. Just incoherent. Kinda really make no sense, you know. In a really... How me would I put this, I know? In a really explain what's going on. It's just distort. It's just distortion. You know? And bunch of it is lies. So them employ him now. And fling him in the Senate. And then put him out there for troll. Become an internet troll. That's not really adding any value. It was implied. in one place. We just talk. And talk nonsense. You me here say this a brother, me know say this a brother you talk foolishness now. Me watch one program, you know. You know say Andrew Holness, the prime minister, in some hot water. Where Andrew Holness growing at one place, we then call Barita. And take out a loan. And he put on some collateral on paper. Turn out that the collateral was supposed to be some money and some insurance and some other things, which at the time when him get the loan, those were non-existent. Right? So the loan was meant to be a collateral loan, which it turns out not to be. Because Andrew Holness lied to the people them. His brother a company program now say, boy, yeah man, you know, them know Andrew and them carefully vet him and on him credit worthiness and things like that. That's why they would have give him a loan like that. Well, yes, and then I say, well, that's why him not really need no collateral, because them check him out and them know that he's a well thinking person, and you know they check out his capacity to pay back, you know, the debt and things like that. So that's why they wouldn't need a collateral. So when the host said to him now, say, well, it didn't meant to be a non-collateralized loan. It was supposed to be a collateralized loan. It's just that what he put on paper wasn't true. Hear him now. Well, me can't tell, me don't really know how them conduct them business. I say, why can never say that from man in my lad? Why you never said all the incoherent stuff where you just, you know, all that soliloquy. Coming out how I use the big words, you know, that's but we're gonna use it. That's soliloquy the way you just go up on a while ago. You could have just said from man, so you don't really know the people and conduct them business. And that would have sufficed. Yeah, you don't know. We don't expect you to know neither. You get me? I say, I feel them business. You know, we just know, say, Andrew in a hot water feet. But him just talk. You know? And it's basically come down to just being an internet troll. That to me, I don't see any other value in bring than just to be an internet troll. Because that's what him expose himself to be. You know? So that's what me I talk about. Hiring people in a position where they really have no value. Because what Andrew Holness is brought up. What is said about Andrew Holness cannot be explained. It cannot be simply explained. Right? And say Marissa Dalrymple was trying to explain fear till she ended up pleading guilty. And she pretty much struck a plea deal. Plea guilty, they charge her $1 million and she go about her business. But she have a guilty plea. She's now a felon. You know, for fraud. Right? And it's gonna turn out, even though Andrew Holness is fighting, that's what it's gonna turn out to. Him gonna have to find some plea deal after he exhausts whatever court measures that he's trying to, you know, bring about through the courts. He's gonna realize that it's not gonna bring him anywhere. He's gonna come back all the way back around to, yo, we are going about this. Still hanging overhead, because guess what? His statutory declaration cannot be certified because whatever he has on paper cannot be explained. But the bigger argument I was trying to make is that there's so much, like, I want to use the right word, you know, underemployment, where, you know, yeah, sweep the road and them classify you as employed. You know, yeah, wash a car glass, them classify you as being employed. You know? Yeah, them probably soon classify the people them we're by the street are big as employed. But in a way is in another way is overemployment. And that bring about a thing we call the law of diminishing returns. A law of diminishing marginal productivity. Where you have too much people in a one place and that too many extra people not really bring about any significant increase in the overall production. I wonder if I can explain it any better. Let me say it again. Marginal. Hold on. Law of diminishing marginal productivity. You have too much employee at the one thing. All time people will say too much rat can't dig a good hole. All time people that say too much rat can't dig a good hole. Right? So you have too many people in a one place. You have 15 when you need 10. That's efficiency. Right? Because the 5 extra will bring about no incremental increase in overall productivity. Whatever it is you make. If you make phone, or you need 10 to make the phone, I have 15. The extra 5 not really increase the amount of production of phones significantly. So say for example, the 10 was brought about a 10% increase. When you check it out, the extra 5 only give you probably 2 or 1.5% increase. It don't really bring about no significant increase. That's what you call the law of diminishing returns or law of diminishing marginal productivity. That I go on in Jamaica. That's why the economy I go backwards. And there's a thing, you know, because they brag about, they're bragging about full employment. But there's another thing that you can't have full employment for too long. You cannot have full employment for too long. Because there's a thing called oversteam in the economy, you know. So something else have to go on. It's either the economy, the things that you have full employment. You have to laugh, you know. You can have full employment, you know, but something else have to be going on. One of the things is that the economy has to be expanding. It has to be growing. So new industries have to spring up. You know? You can't have full employment and everybody do the same thing over and over. It's not gonna work. Something else have to go on. Tourism are going. So why else are going? Backside are going. Why else are going? You know? Technology is where the thing's supposed to be, because Jamaica still backwards as it relates to technology. Things are going good enough, because we're going to the airport, you know, and you just scan your thing and it spit out one paper. And you tell your paper, you show them your paper, you go about your business. So that I go and go to the airport. But I think of them around the airport, because them they sell it out. You know? But technology. Something else. You know? Instead of call center, see if you can get Boeing sent to a plane wing down there for sun off or spray or something like that, or fit up. You know? Good year you see there Jamaica. See if Boeing can get enough to make somebody tire them or something. Or put the tire them on the rim and send them back to America. Something, man. Something else I fear go on. You know? Something else I fear go on. Yeah, so full employment, but if nothing else now go on, it's some form of production has to be going on. Yeah. So we're gonna left it there, so. Yeah, man, the next thing we're gonna talk about, SSL. Yeah, man. By now, everybody know what SSL is. Right? The same company where we rip off Usain Bolt and some other people. So you have this lady will come out, so she invests 60 million Jamaican dollar in the a old lady, she gets some settlement of her father thing. Her father passed and she gets some settlement. She and other family members. She put the money, drive go over SSL now. So she had drive past and see place. She see it on TV. And the lady has said now that she go over there because she have the piece of money and she want to put on the money and she does. So she not even care about no interest. She just never want to care about the regular bank. I guess them at that time them have dormancy fee and all them something that she don't want them the bank them half the money. She never cite that still. I just me I say that still. I think them charge the dormancy fee again because when Fitz Jackson did rush them and them shut it off. But she said she never even care about the interest. Even though the people them give her like a little workout on a piece of paper and say, yo, your money you go invest in this and invest in that and this so much interest you will get. Blah blah blah. I think she said she was getting about 2,000 US a month. She was getting about 2,000 US a month. We don't laugh after the woman, but something was flying in my head a while ago. I'm going to say it to them, but I say with the woman, I say, well, I need to remember for say like, because sometimes I'm going to say things I'm going to say to them. 2,000 US a month. So remember that, see? They said them go invest the money and them drop some extravagant thing and show her which part the money go and which part the money go. And then now push come to shove. She get 2,000 US a month, she say. But she's supposed to have a principal just put on somewhere, as exorbitant amount of money, just put on, in a SSL. Right? And she a go on live off of the interest. When hell broke loose now, the woman go back for the money now. Cause the woman say them use all kind of thing. Them tell her all of the big people them what invest in a SSL, government officials, this a business person. Yeah. The woman say them even tell her about Usain Bolt. Even though when the thing broke out, them said them don't even know say Usain Bolt have money there. That are the people them will own the place and I run the place. But the woman said them use Usain Bolt as one of the selling points. Right? So she says she no know nothing, but she say yo the money safe, and the man say yeah man the money safe man, cause guess what, even if it's SSL go down the money they are key man at this, so the money got they put on, don't worry yourself. So true, everybody know what Cayman about, Cayman and banking and dollar strong and them something there. All you have to tell somebody is that you want the money they are Cayman, especially in Jamaica we don't know nothing about investment, they just tell them say the money they are Cayman. In some cases, they tell him say they are Switzerland, you know, the Swiss bank and all them something. Yeah, man, they are Swiss, man. You know yourself, man. Them think they're safe. Them tell you trick the woman. I still don't want to forget the point where I'm going to make you, because I just flying and made a while ago. I never think about it until I come here. John, know me, I tell you. Because I have a theory, you know. I have a theory. Right? So, the woman go back for the money and she got to the brother where she get the money to invest. The advisor, whomever the person may be, that representative where she interferes with and manage her money. Right? The lady say I just be a girl on thing. She asks back for her money, then give her back her money. The man said, no worry, man. I said to her, I say, no worry yourself, man, your money safe, man, just hug me up. Big woman, you know, old woman, man, and Jamaican love tell people if you hug them up. When them go around you, them love tell if you hug them up, you see, man. No worry yourself, man, just hug me up, man. Yeah, go answer, man. Yeah, treat me so. But that treat me so, man. Hug me up, no, man. Me your friend, no, man. You know, them kind of vibes that the woman said, them a gear. You know? Yeah. Only to find out that all our money gone. You know? But granted, you know, a one woman them all on a SSL, you know. But this a woman I describe a man where she interferes with. And I think she say, you know, the cruel investigators, cause they bring in the former finance minister brought in the cruel forensic expert. That's the name of the company. Kroll, 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 Kroll. Forensic auditors. And they said their communication to her is that her money was never even invested. So that lead me to my point. You know why I go too far, because Mr. Man will me forget. She said 2,000. She said 2,000. US a month, right? That's where them propose to be interest that she make out for her money. Right? So let me see now. I go calculate 2,000. Hold on there. I'm gonna say 145. So 2,000 times $145. That there at 290,000 a month. Nobody have follow me, right? 290,000 a month, right? Times 12. So that they are $3.4 million, you know. $3,480,000. So let's just call it roughly $3.5 million. So let's do 60 million, right? Divide by 3.5. Hold on. 60 million divide by 3,500,000. That look right. So that's 17. So that's 17 years. It would that take for done that money there. Right? But if SSL are gonna take out fees out of that now, probably that dwindle down that money there to probably 50. But anyway, make we just work with the $60 million, right? Here's a theory, right? And here why I think SSL could be allegedly a Ponzi scheme, right? Normally, when you go to our brokerage, investment house, our brokerage house, no legit brokerage house, from my experience of investing money and going to brokerage houses and going to brokerage people, right? Our security brokers, right? They don't tell you how much interest rate you're gonna get. What they will tell you is that an investment vehicle like this normally average 5% over so many years. Unless you're putting your money in like a CD or something like that, a certificate where they would guarantee a certain interest rate, which is normally low, anywhere from about 1 to 3% on a CD, you know? Or would I say 1 to 4, right? And that's normally in a bank, you know, where, you know, they might get 19% off a credit card, so they can get it 1 to 4% on a CD. You know, can I get 1, 19, 20%, 25%, 26%. A lot of them go up to 26%. Right? They might get that off a credit card. Who use credit card and not pay about them credit card. Them get them percentage there. Returns off of the credit card. So them can well and give about the gear 1.2 on your CD, but them lock up the money for a certain amount of time. So for example, it's a 12-month thing. You know, so at the end of the 12 months, that thing they mature and whatever interest you earn, them just give everything one time. You know? But normally in an investment house, if you go over to Charles Schwab right now, or any investment house, them now gonna tell us, say, yo, you know, you're gonna do that investment, we're gonna put your money here, so we're gonna put your money here, so and guess what? You're going to get 5% or 6% or 7% or 8%. We can't go up to 10 and we not go up to 10. Right? Then I'm gonna say, yo, this type of investment over the last 70 years, 50 years has been averaging a double-digit rate of return. Normally around 5%. And they may say it like that, but them not gonna guarantee you. Say you're gonna get this amount of percentage. Just you have to use your common sense and say, okay, if it's been averaging over that 50 years, then it might as well go average over one next 10, 15 years. So I'm gonna put my money also. You know? That's how them thing they go. So that to me, that raised red flags. I mean, there's a lot of red flags, you know, because it's been widely reported that there was a lot of red flags with SSL, you know. But what raised a red flag to me is when they're guaranteeing people percentages. To me, that's a Ponzi scheme. Allegedly. We have to put that out there, you know, because we know why they come at we, you know. And then can't come at we too, because we would have probably One if it's so with us so we can get some discovery. Cause nothing not really going on, nobody not really show nothing, you know. I mean that want to discover what going around it, you know. I mean that want to put my thing on the media. You know? But we don't really want to go down that road there right now. We have a lot of things that deal with it. We don't really want to get sidetracked by them top something there. But anyway, it does ring Pansy scheme to me. So here's my theory with that woman and money now. Me feel like say that woman and money never invested nowhere for earn their interest legitimately. They never go up on a stock market or anything like that for buying a stock with a group, you know, or invest in a fund, you know, or anything like that. It never really, or in America them call, I think what they call ETF, exchange traded funds. So exchange traded funds, you're buying what you call a SPY, which is the S&P 500. But me now get too technical. A lot of people, me gonna lose a lot of people. But anyway, fund, right? Here's a scenario. They might give back that woman their money, you know, but here, me not give them no explanation either, you know. But me have to say this. Because they might end up using it to say, well, you know, we never invest it, but you know, we give her back and we fake it as interest. So basically, you know, the same $60 million where the woman give them take a fee out of it. So say, for example, them say, all right, now, a $60 million, we're going to take $5 million out of it as a fee. So them take them 5, so they make $5 million off of the investment. Right? But the 2,000 US a month where them a gear back where I see our interest is really fair money them a gear back. So over the years our money are dwindled down. Over the years our money are dwindled down. Right? To the tune of 2,000 US, which is 290. At 290, I calculated as 290,000 Jamaican. Can I calculate it as at 145? But that's me saying that she had the investment there for a while, and that's the only way that this theory holds true. That she had the money there for a long time, but I don't think she have it there that long. Cause she said that she was trying to buy a property, so she can rent it out and make some money off it. And I think she want to live in the property too. In one of the property to them. I think she want to buy a couple property. I don't remember what exactly what the deal was. I think she want to buy a property so she can live in her, but the rest of it now she can live off her. So probably the rest of the money they would have stay in her SSL same way. She's going to take out what she need to buy the property so she can, you know, live properly, comfortably, you know. And then left the rest around SSL. But none of them work out because SSL never have money. Allegedly. At this point, any it's alleged because there's no charge being there's charges, but there is no prosecution yet. So nobody's been convicted of anything yet. And the DPP just come out and say, well, all the reporting, the public discourse is gonna mess up the case. Gonna put the prosecution at a disadvantage. And we are saying we now stop. We are saying no DPP. We now stop talk about it. You know. So guess what? You have to go do your job and do your job well. You know. Don't mess up that one like mess up the cartel case. Which there's precedence to say that, because that was one of the things that the cartel team claim, that the publicity of the case and the notoriety that cartel has, right? Him couldn't get a fair trial, right? That was one of the things that cartel team used. The judges said no. Him could have still get on that issue, on that specific issue. The judge said no. He could have still get a fair trial, even though he's a public figure. And even though the case is widely discussed in the media, he could have still get a fair trial in a Jamaica. So you have presidents and I'm gonna come with their foolishness again. You see that woman here? So we can't trust her, you know. We feel like she has set up something. You know? I feel like she has set up something because there's precedents there already that is ruled by a Supreme Court, by a appellate court. And you could have said a Supreme Court in a Jamaica too, right? Because that's what it was. It was one of the higher ups in the court hierarchies, right? Hierarchy, whichever way you fit that, right? And you can go look it up, DPP, Paula Lowell, you can go look it up because I feel like you come with some BS right now, you know, about public discourse. I go put the prosecution at disadvantage. I feel like you plan for sell out the case, you know. Allegedly, you know. You know, I feel like you plan for sell out the case. Why I do that? Our presidents already did it. Say, yo, publicity of cases not really mean nothing. So just move from there, you hear me? Nobody with the foolishness. But anyway, one person being charged, you know? And nobody not charged, but so we have to say allegedly, but the only way this, you know, I remember say it just popping in my head while me attack that they may give back that woman their money in the terms of interest. Them trick her and say, yo, the money invest, but the money not really invest no way. You know, invest in a stock market and invest in a fund. It just them just take that money they put in one part and take time to peel it off a gear back and say 2,000 in a interest. But guess what? How them benefit SSL? They don't benefit off of investing money. They don't benefit off of taking the fee from her for claims that they invest it. You know? And over the years, them gear about the 2,000 US, 290,000 Jamaican dollar it would have translate to. And then over time it done because you did that per month, per year. And over time, but when we calculate now, it would have taken 17 years for all of that money doing with us. So I don't know how long she have the money now, but it don't look like it so long. It did it so long. So maybe that's theory than not true. And then so goes it for like Usain Bolt. I don't know much interest in like Usain Bolt and how much they did that collect in terms of dividends and all these things. Right? So if Usain Bolt look collect interest and them a fake it, say them have money there, I'd probably the same money them a get them back, but the money not invest no way. But the money I did it for a while for that work. So what them do now, they take UCN $2 billion now and take 10% out of it. Or 5%. I mean I don't know what percent, 15%, and that's the fee to invest the money. Right? And then the rest of it then just gain back over the years in terms of interest and all that. Because they say the money never invest nowhere, so where the money gone, where it trace. They probably sure say the money I go back to him too. Hey, we had tell a Jamaica craft, you know, you can't. But that scenario just coming on my head, that theory just coming on my head, but it would have need time to play out like that. I don't know how long. You saying about money that they from about what 2012 them say? Around that time there. But you need time for it to play out like that. Yeah, so the old lady, you know, so that just high level chopping what them do to the old lady, may I tell you. Man say, hug me up. You know? The biggest worry in the Jamaican society right now is that the case are gonna just get dashed out because, you know, the crime scene has been, you know, there's a C word may I try use, can something. They stole some laptop from the scene. So that crime scene they get messed with now. So it look like people are gonna get off, but that is the worry in Jamaica right now, that people are gonna just get off. You know, the bigger heads now go roll. You know, as them say. And my question to with the Jamaica Labour, because it's widely reported that the Jamaica Labour Party is in bed with this company and the owners of this company and the founders of this company. Allegedly, may have to say that, but it's there. And when you talk about SSL, them just get kind of ticklish. Then all of a sudden them just start scratch everywhere, like them just get uneasy. A lot of them just blurb out some mess, talk some crap. So I wonder why it's so ticklish to them, because they like to claim, say, this is a private company, nothing to do with the government. But when you talk about the company, even if you just talk about the company by itself, them just get ticklish. Them just get defensive. So I wonder why, I wonder why. There's just a question, we leave that open for anybody who wants it. But you see, Usain Bolt take time a crawl I go overseas, like him want to go do one of them big interview there, Where do you saying? Tell me where you do, man. Stop you still, Just want to know where you do so me can come break the news first. You hear it here first. Come one of them kind of deal. Yeah, man. But yeah. Crazy situation, may I tell you. Crazy situation. And when me want also find out, because one of the people, one of the things is that them claims say them now go really put out, because there's a call now to publish the Kroll report, which I don't think, because the Kroll auditors, they did a report that Nigel Clark said him turn into the DPP. DPP can prosecute the case and make a decision and bring in more charges to other people within that firm. DPP said she needed one more piece of paper. We don't know what that piece of paper, but shortly after she said she needed one more piece of paper, and Usain Bolt come belch. Right? Now she start fat and say she go try the case. She go try the woman with them Wallamp and Gina and Pantan. Right? They go prosecute. So I wonder, so the paper is not relevant no more. Right? But I'm glad that Usain Bolt come say something, because it gave this lady the courage. She actually said it. Once Usain Bolt came out, it gave this lady, 78-year-old, and many others around that age too that got ripped off. Right? But she said it gave her the courage. So if there's one thing, Usain Bolt, don't stop talking, because guess what? You're going to encourage other people. I remember it's not only you that got ripped off. There's many other people that got ripped off. So you will give, slowly but surely, give them the courage to come out and speak their truth. Even though I don't really believe in their truth and your truth and my truth and everybody, I believe in the truth. So yeah, come speak the truth. As it relates to what happened to you. Or to come give their story. So don't stop talking. As me say, you need a 60-minute interview. I talk about the same 60-minute. We got, that one there? Yes. You need to go do one of them something there. So the whole world can find out why going to Jamaica. Because we don't care about tear down Jamaica. We want tear down Jamaica, because Jamaica need to tear down so you can build back. You can't build back something when you tear down. You have to demo it first. Right? So we not no problem with tear down Jamaica. Only who have ranks, who do ranks, have a problem with tear down Jamaica. Because guess what? Once you tear down everything, you will see, you will expose what inside there. And you will expose them. So them are the one when I want to tear down Jamaica. Because you don't want to tear it down so you can see what them are do. We not have a problem with that, you seeing. So We know you not doing no wrongs, you just do your thing. You make your money legitimately. We know that. Right? We see you run on the track, and we see say you win. Right? So you not have to hide from nobody. Nobody can do nothing neither. Yeah, you Usain Bolt. If anything happen to you, we don't know what going on. But I think, they're afraid to touch you, because guess what? When I say put your life on the line, when I say be careless with your life, neither. That's not what we're saying. But we are saying it's kind of not likely for them to do nothing to you, because you're Usain Bolt. You're one of the most famous person in not only in Jamaica, in the world. So anything happen to you, in that regard, we don't know what's going on. I mean, I put that on record. And when I say allegedly neither. We I say anything happen to you, we don't know what's going on. When I say what happened to you, anything happen to you, we don't know what's going on. That me I say. But keep talking so other people can feel the courage. You're giving a lot of people courage and strength so them can come out and talk. We need more a lot of that. That was a nice little anecdotal, so we can see the gravity of what them actually do and the impact of what them actually did. So we need more anecdotals like that. I'm talking about what the lady said. You know? And then Andrew Holness never really come out and condemn, He never really condemn SSL. There was something we going to read, but me now, but I read it. What him say, the reason why him take so long for talk is that whatever him say, it needs to be unassailable, which all it means is that whatever him say cannot be attacked, it cannot be challenged. But whatever him say can be challenged. He probably never think about what him gonna say. But it's being challenged. Number one, him say him gonna make sure everybody that did whatever they did, anybody who did what they did is gonna be held accountable. It's been 2 years. Nobody no hold accountable yet, and we all know that there should be more people be held accountable. So far, we have one who gave a confession and also said that she did it under duress. So, and I guess one of the things the DPP said she was waiting on is that she changed lawyers, because I guess her lawyers the previous lawyers misled her. So she's not going down without a fight. I'm talking about Jean and Panta. Jean and Panta is not going down without a fight. The statement that she gave, she pretty much recanted it. You know? But Andrew Holness never really condemned SSL in his speech. He said the economy, Jamaica, the banking system is strong, it's safe, but shortly after that, some people get ripped off at NCB too. So anything else, whatever you say, never wasn't unassailable. You know? So that's how we are gonna leave it, So that's how we're going to leave it for tonight. So, I want to say thanks again for tuning in, And if you like the thing, just like the thing. You get it? Yeah, man, if you like the thing, just like the thing, Yeah, man, and subscribe to it if you want to get some more news about what go on. Yeah, but at the end of the day, if you don't like it and you don't want to subscribe, or you like it but you don't want to subscribe, just keep watching. Maybe one day you will feel obliged to. So as I said, just keep tuning in, and keep watching. You know? Yeah, man. So we're gonna play that song, you know. I would say it's a bad song, so we're gonna play it again before we come out of here. So I go on there, so now.
About the place I'm come from, yeah, 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 yeah. Aye. Everybody want the high life, cause you can't find comfort in a sufferation. Poor people walking on a fine line, and the bigger heads ain't offering no donation. I can see it from my bird's eye, that what they feeling at them heart is not what they show. When you see them, it's a bright smile. A couple more false promises, the pain won't go. A little girl living on the corner, a little youth wish him coulda make bread out of stone. A killer is a figure for a father, robbing is all they see, so that's all they know. SOS, this is a code red. Give me a one-way ticket to the foundation. Before the days of the Stone Age, when we were kings and queens singing sacred songs. In a the gutter you can find us. Struggle is a must, every family have to sign up. Daddy in a rush, we pay the bills before them pile up. Mama blow wood, fire burn off her eyelash. We living in a minus, cry until the eye bust. Living in the ghetto make it hard to stay righteous. It costs like a razor when food price raise up. Government is just another excuse for failure. I feel so blessed when I wake and see the sunshine. Enough man no lucky, so them lose it to gun crime. This is nothing new, they been killing us from long time. It feels like them only hire police be untied down, and then they wonder where we have a gun in and bills have to pay where we are go get the money from, Lord. Me no speak for every Jamaican, but that's how we stay where me come from. Inna the ghetto, yeah, yeah. Inna the ghetto, inna the ghetto, inna the ghetto, yeah, yeah. Growing up as a little child, me used to play with tire, no PlayStation. Daddy said there will be better days, but I can see it in his eyes, fear, frustration. Still he remain as a soldier. Him says, son, remember this when you get older. Life is a vehicle, you are the chauffeur, and you not gonna reach nowhere if you don't know ya. I say a prayer for the progress, and give thanks for the liquor that you have received. There's no time to be hopeless. Come we could build our own government and rise as a team. Cause them don't know what it's like to wake up in the night and I cry cause your baby no feed. And then at the same time, your belly a bite you cause you know yam from last week. Them ask me how me lose me humbleness. My reply is I'm tired of the hungriness. Even the preacher get vexed with Jesus and scream to the speaker. Say what kind of fuck with this? Oh no no no. I don't speak for every Jamaican, no. But that's always there when me come from. Inna the ghetto, inna the ghetto.